Alright, looking at the Lenovo Gaming Tower PC, so this is pretty much just a gaming desktop. You can use it to do schoolwork, absolutely no problem. But its main purpose is for gaming. But if you are a parent looking at this, wondering if you should get it for your kid can use this to do all their stuff that any Microsoft computer can do, just the added benefit of being able to play games. It comes with an i5-13400, which has a ton of cores and a ton of threads, so it's good enough for even streaming right off the same PC. So if you do want to try streaming, you can do that, no problem with this computer. It has 16 gigabytes of RAM, so that is DDR5. I already looked it up, which is a fantastic price for a computer that's only costing $650 right now. It has the RTX 3050 8GB, which is very similar to the GTX 1070. Keep in mind that was a high-end graphics card from 2016, so it says it's high-end. I wouldn't say it's a high-end. It's more of a mid-range. I would honestly put it between entry-level and mid-range. It's going to play every game that you want to play, like Call of Duty, Fortnite, all that sort of stuff. It will run it absolutely no problem, getting decent FPS. So above all, I would say that it looks pretty good. There are some worrisome things, like the power supply doesn't look that great. It has to be at least 550 watt for the RTX 3050. As long as it's that, it's going to be fine. But assuming by these reviews, they're not too shabby. Has 500 gigabyte SSD. It says 512, but it's not. It has things already saved on it. It's like 500. And you can see from a customer's review, he just used an external plugged into the back, so that way you can have more storage. I personally would say put it on the inside. There is one photo that shows the inside of the computer, sort of. There is a spot for a hard drive or an SSD, so I would definitely just plug it into there, plug in the extra power cord, and then you just plug it into the motherboard, format it, and you're done. It's not very hard. I have videos on my channel on how to do that on pre-built PCs. It's super, super easy. So above all, I would say that this is well worth $650 if you're looking at getting into entry-level gaming. The cooling might suck, but honestly, like, the parts aren't too demanding. That CPU cooler is probably the one thing that I would change. Add more memory. Make sure to get a headset that isn't running off that bad boy. I won't let me bring it. Yeah, that one's just for audio, so there's no microphone port, which is very, very odd. So if you get like a HyperX, you can just plug in right to the USB and don't have to worry about that. It does both. That's what I use, and I very much like it. I can't really see too much negatives to say other than it looks basic at the back. Oh, it says that it has a headphone jack at the front. That just looks silly, though. A cord hanging from the front. That's just my personal opinion. You can use this to play pretty much every single game you want. If you aren't on a budget and you're looking at getting something, $650 for this is absolutely acceptable.